And we're here with Jimmy Love, baby, and the man, Jeff Flowers, the Pure Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions. And they have been for a while now, Joe.
Yeah.
They have been on a roll, okay, on a roll. And we're going into WrestleMania season right now, okay? We're in WrestleMania mode. I think everybody tonight, like I was just talking to Jimmy Love about, like everybody was on their shit tonight, all right? I was excited about it as a fan, as someone who looks more into it than, most people do.
Right.
And I try to, I do my own thing with wrestling. I love everything about it. But tonight is, god damn, felt like a WrestleMania.
That's what
for
I
Pure
said.
Pro Wrestling,
I was
right?
like, yeah, it felt like that big time event of Pure Pro Wrestling. That's exactly what it was. It was.
For this year alone of the shows that I've went to and seen on YouTube, this is the mecca for it right now.
Yeah.
Usually I thought it was like the other one, the other show. I can't think right now, but I would think that would have been a big show.
Right.
But this tonight was freaking huge. All right. But anyway, so how do y'all feel about y'all's win tonight after holding the titles for a long time now?
It's big time. It's big time every time Pure Pro Wrestling is in town, wherever we are. It don't matter if it's Danville, Roanoke. It don't matter, baby. It don't matter. Rocky Mount. You know what it is. When Jeff Flowers and handsome Jimmy Love come to town, you know cornbread and buttermilk's on the table. You know the ham hocks are cooking. And you know we gonna throw some ham hocks up against some mofo's head. You know it's gonna happen. Pure Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions for a reason. And we plan on keeping these championship title belts, and we will keep them, just like we did tonight. Big Money Inc. Big Money Inc. It's tax time, Jack. It's tax time, and we just run the audit on you, son. We just run the audit on Big Money. We took everything you had. We took your money. We embarrassed you. We made you look like fools out there. We beat you down. And that's why we the tag team champions, and you ain't, son. Tell them about it. Tell them about it, Simple Man.
Let me tell you one thing right now, baby. It's a Simple Man coming to you. Me and the handsome one, Jimmy Love. We are the Pure Pro Tag Team Champions. We coming in rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling every time we come into the ring, baby. We are the tag team that's putting it back on the scene, if you will. I want you to understand. I've said it once. I'm going to say it again, baby. These belts are going to stay on our waist, our shoulders, in our hands until, which ain't going to happen until a better team come along. And you know what? That's not going to happen because ain't no better team.
Ain't no better team.
Ain't no better team than cornbread and buttermilk, baby. I want you to understand one thing right now. I don't care where we at, like my man just said, whether it's Danville, whether it's Pelham, whether it's Roanoke, Virginia, my backyard, if you will. We gonna whoop them all. All you gotta do, boys, if you feel man enough, if you think you big enough, sign that line, Daddy. We gonna be there.
Lace them boots up. Get in the ring. Let's do it.
Lace them boots up. Y'all heard it right there.
Y'all heard
lace
it.
them boots
Live
up, boys.
Here in person with Jimmy Love and Jeff Flowers.
What he's saying is, Ivan, you might be big, but you ain't the biggest. Because when these two get together, they are dominant. They're dominant.
He might be the big dog, but I'm the hot dog, baby.
That's funny fucking shit right there. Look, we are the Highest Fuck Podcast. We get some crazy shit going on here, baby. So, anything you want to ask real quick, like with them or anything?
We talk about the booking of this, just the story, and we talk about your ideas. Like, what was the inspiration for tonight's show? Just where?
I guess it's hard to say.
Where do you feel?
It's hard to say, where the inspiration for this particular event came from. It's, I guess, the inspiration. It goes back, 30 years ago, or hell, I guess it goes back 40 years ago now. When I was a little boy, man, the first time I walked into the Greensboro Coliseum and watched pro wrestling live, NWA. I was just talking about this earlier. with a friend of mine. And just the first match I ever saw live that I remember. The main event for the card was some of my heroes, man. Magnum TA, Dusty Rhodes, Manny Fernandez. They were wrestling Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, and Ole Anderson. Now, you talk about a magical time in this business, a magical time that I believe wholeheartedly that it will never be achieved again. That magic moment in time. It spanned years, but it was a moment that we shared. Guys like me, my age, we all can look back at that and remember it as just like I said, a magical time. I cannot describe it any other way, but it's just magical. And guys like that, man, watching the Rock and Roll Express come in the building, sitting out there in the crowd and hearing that music hit, man, and the building would shake. It was just a different time. It was a different atmosphere. The inspiration for Pure Pro Wrestling and the inspiration for my entire career in this business, I've been doing it 25 years. I started 1997. My math's not so good. Maybe it's longer than 25. But 1997, I had my very first match, and I've been trucking ever since, man. And it's no breaks. The only time I've taken off is when I had to have neck surgery, and I've been rocking and rolling, like my man said, strutting and strolling.
I like that.
Ever since, and hey, Pure Pro Wrestling. I love being a part of something, seeing it done right.
Yeah.
Because I will not to throw shade on anybody, not to put anybody down. But a lot of times in this business, at the independent wrestling level, there's a lot of independent wrestling out there, but there's not a lot of good independent wrestling.
That's true.
And my goal with Pure Pro Wrestling was to make sure that it was done right and presented right, And I think we've achieved that. Pure Pro Wrestling's been going hot, man, for 17 years. So
yeah, it has. And that was about that segues into what I was going to ask anyway about the Florida thing that we were talking about.
Right.
At Tokyo the other
yes,
night.
absolutely.
In which, thank you for the opportunity to do this tonight.
Yes, absolutely.
We got to talking about it, and I was like, you know what? I have a podcast. Let's get together and let's make some magic, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? I've already been doing it anyway, so why don't I get the blessing from the man?
Right.
The man that I look up to.
Well, I appreciate it.
You're my wrestling father, man.
I appreciate it. And yeah,
my wrestling uncle.
The Florida thing,
My wrestling brother is right there.
Yeah,
so
we're looking.
We're all here, man.
We're looking, man, at going a lot of different places. We're looking at doing things that haven't been done as far as independent wrestling. Coming up here pretty soon, Pure Pro Wrestling, probably the only independent wrestling promotion that will do this. And I'm talking about, it's complicated. There, you got another one or a couple other ones that can say, we're running two different towns in the same night, but they're not. It's not. It's under the same banner, but it's not really. It's an affiliate type of situation, but we're looking at Pure Pro Wrestling running two events on the same night in two different towns, possibly two different states.
Wow.
That's never been done, to my knowledge,
I don't
by
think so
promotion.
Either,
an independent promotion. We're looking at, expanding out. Hey man, we got our with feelers out there, and we're gonna do some big stuff, man. We're doing bigger stuff. It's getting bigger. It's gotten bigger. It's only gonna get bigger than than it is now. And we're making moves, man, and we're always making moves, and we're always staying on top of things. And we've been around a long time. We're one of the longest running wrestling promotions on the independent level. In North Carolina, Virginia, the entire Mid-Atlantic. There are a lot of them. A lot of them have gone out of business since we've been around. we intend to stick around for a long time.
Hell yeah, and I'm glad to see that because this is one of my favorite promotions, and that's not just saying it to say it. It's always has been like my first like real indie shows I went to that I actually felt like I was supposed to be there. I guess like other ones were like, okay, these are like okay. Out of towner mats, but these, what am I trying to go to all the time? And y'all have always been my bread and butter.
Well, I would like to say this myself. I have not been wrestling as long as my brother here. I've been around, I've been to other places, but this right here, Pure Pro Wrestling, is my home. There is going to be no other place like this to me. I love the other places, yes, but this is my home.
Yeah.
I've been blessed. I know that's been go out a million times, but honestly, it's the only way I know how to express it. I have been blessed to be here. I've wrestled this man up and down the East Coast. We actually become tag team partners, and I'm telling you right now, these belts,
Strapped up.
these belts right here that we go out there and defend every time we go out there, this solidifies how much me and him put into this.
Yeah, definitely.
I took a little time off myself for personal reasons, and I come back, and we right back on top, baby.
I was getting ready to ask you that. How does it feel like to come back and now you're tagged up with like one of your greatest friends in this wrestling business? I would say.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I missed the hell out of it.
Yeah.
I really did.
And of course, Sin Crowley.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a
yes,
brother of
Sin,
yours as well.
Sin,
so.
yep. Me and Sin, we travel up and down the road.
I'd say even if it was just those two guys, that's enough for you to come back.
Absolutely.
Home, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You said it right. I come back home.
Because I've seen you and Sin together.
Yeah.
Y'all are real brothers. All of us been out drinking and stuff and having a good time like brothers. And it was the best feeling.
I will say this, he's just right there with Sin. Jimmy Love is right there with me, in my opinion, is my brother, same as Sin Crowley.
Yep. That's how I say y'all the trifecta.
Exactly. And when we get out there,
y'all can do a trios.
When we get out there, we look out after each other. And I ain't just talking about the ring. I'm talking about when we walk out these doors.
Yep.
We look out after each other. We talk and we spend time together. And it's become almost like a real family.
Yeah, I say it all the time. It's rivalries, it's tag teams. Chemistry is chemistry is chemistry, and you have to have good chemistry to make a good match as opponents or tag team. And it's so important. And you guys have the chemistry. Like, I see it.
Don't have that.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Absolutely.
I love the dynamics in the two. You get the handsome one, Jimmy Love, and you got the corn-fed. Trying to say this right now.
Corn-fed hillbilly.
Everybody knows what I'm trying to say, I guess. I don't want to butcher it no more. I've already butchered
You got
it.
the king of the Mid-Atlantic.
Yes, he
And
is
you
the
got
king of the
and
Atlantic.
you got the baddest hillbilly this side of the Mississippi, baby.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
This is gold. This is gold.
It's gold, brother. It's gold. It's and sometimes things just happen, man. They happen. You know, you don't. Some things you don't book it.
Yeah.
It just happens.
Yeah. I like
And then it's magic.
Yes. I do. On the fly is like one of my beautiful things
Exactly.
of wrestling, and I do that on my show as well. Sometimes I
That's
just
Those
let's just
magical
talk.
moments.
that's my favorite part about wrestling. You know, I love that. You know, let's just go out there
Make
and
real
let's just do it.
connection,
You know,
real
and
chemistry. all that,
let's
you know what
let's
I'm
make some magic and let's do it. You know?
Yeah. I mean, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Wrestling to me is like second home.
Yes,
It really
absolutely.
is. Like out of everything in this world, wrestling has literally, I don't know, saved me in a way.
Yeah.
And I would think that probably every wrestler in this business or in the world would say the same
It's
thing.
definitely-
that wrestling definitely saves.
It's changed my life completely. You know, a little boy that, you know, I just want to wrestle. You know, I just want to be a wrestler. I never had any. It wasn't about for me, you know, making money. It wasn't about going to the WWE. It wasn't about any of that. I just want to be a wrestler. I just want to do it, and I did it, and I'm as happy as I could be, man. If I stopped doing it today, then I did it, and I did it well. And some of the guys that are, that have advanced and have went to that level, and God bless them if that's what they, that's what they want out of this. God bless them. I hope they get everything they want out of it. Some of those guys came right through here, and they came right. Yeah, right, exactly. They came right through here, right through Pure Pro Wrestling. Yeah, right.
I got your knowledge here,
exactly.
Buddy. I kept up with that shit.
These guys all came through here. They worked here with us, and some of them started here with us.
Yeah. There's Colby Carina that's walked through the door.
Yeah, he's been here too, and I mean it's just I'll
tell you one.
Jimmy Valiant.
Breed Flair, yeah, that's
Flair.
Wow.
Breed Flair wrestled with us before.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
God bless you.
But
And
it's a lot of
you tagged up with Jerry the King Lawler.
yeah, absolutely.
And
it's just it's so much. I mean, we'd have to have more time, and I know we don't have a lot of time left.
I just wanted to
and we'll definitely do this again. We definitely will. I mean,
I've been planning to sit at your favorite restaurant.
Absolutely, we'll do that. We'll sit down and we'll talk more. We'll do another one. I'd love to. I'd love to talk wrestling
Because you have stories like
That's all. That's what I love about our podcast. It's a bunch of, and I'll say it and include myself in it, a bunch of wrestling nerds using THC if you want to and talking about wrestling.
Yeah,
I mean that's what I love it.
Yeah, and that's just we were like, you know what? No one's doing the whole high as fuck podcast deal,
right.
Where we mingle the two loves that we have together.
I'd love to sit down and drink a few Dos Equis and talk some more. We can do that.
Talk about so much shit.
Life.
But
High on life, high on wrestling.
Yeah.
We can do it,
I was
my
thinking
man.
about that too, high on wrestling too earlier. But
Yes,
I guess
sir.
we'll wrap this up here with y'all then, since I know y'all probably busy and all that. I want to say I appreciate y'all for coming on my show.
Absolutely.
We're a growing show, but
Glad to do it. Glad to do it.
I
Hope we can help
appreciate-
you grow some more.
I appreciate y'all very much.
Thank you for
And
allowing
this was
us
his
on.
birthday, so this is like an awesome deal.
Absolutely.
For
Hey,
us,
happy
his
birthday.
first,
Happy birthday,
like
my
live
man.
interviews and stuff, because I've done this before with, been for a while now. So every now and then, and it's just, I love doing it. I just love doing it. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you love to do. It's the same thing as wrestling.
Absolutely.
But I appreciate you, Jimmy Love.
Appreciate
I
y'all's
appreciate you,
time,
Jeff
man.
Flowers.
Jimmy and Jeff, thank you.
Thank you,
Y'all
brother.
mean the